Welcome back to another episode of the Entangled Thots podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Poetic Justice. To my right, I got...
I'm Zoe.
And to my left...
Say love.
And this is the podcast where there ain't no hoes, but...
We do think out loud.
Ah, that feels so good. That feels so good that we came together on that one.
Finally.
After 10 episodes, we got it down.
Right.
How's your week, guys?
I mean, I've been chilling, I guess. Not really much happening. Like, what we celebrated Alicia's birthday the other day, and then my car's ready today, and that thing's straight pipe now. So I'm excited to get it back and just zoom everywhere. That's all I'm worried about.
Okay, that's what's up. What about you, Zoe?
I am prepping for prom, so it's been a good week. I've been going to dress shop, getting my nail tech, my lash tech, my makeup artist, all that set up. So
I remember good old prom. You know what I did after prom? My prom was fucking crazy. Like, I went with this girl that used to work at Taco. Yeah, crazy. I had like the biggest crush on her, but she was not fucking. She like hood niggas. But like she went out with me because like we were good friends or whatever. And like she was fine. Probably, I dare I say, the finest black girl I've ever pulled. And I'm like, oh, okay, whatever. We went to prom, we danced, and I was getting a little voluptuous with her, and like she didn't like that. And we got to the hotel, and I'm thinking like, yo, I'm about to fuck, I'm about to get my nut in, and like she was like, yeah, I don't like you like that. And I was like, ooh. I planned this whole night. And but like the night ended off well anyway. I had all my homies come to the hotel. We played Never Have I Ever. Found out Alric eats ass. Yeah.
I mean, like, that's something I kind of feel like I knew from like the first week of knowing him, but like, it took you to that point to realize that Alec.
Hey, by this point, him and Jimmy were together for like at least a solid year, and I was like, damn, that's crazy.
yeah.
I promise you.
Jenny living the best life, bro.
What you mean?
She had her living the best life, bro. Jenny's living her best life.
And like, yeah, I hope your prom is good. I can't wait to see your pictures of the dress. And
Oh, when I tell y'all, I'm gonna be decked the fuck out. Decked the fuck out.
What day is prom?
May 8th.
So we're having Thanksgiving on May 8th, people. Just letting y'all know.
no, the fuck we're not.
I'm saying because we have this whole meal right here. We're gonna have a whole.
Shut the fuck up.
They are going away party for when your girl leaves.
Yes,
Yeah.
we have to.
We have to have a going away party. For
I will
something.
ruin all of her shit.
Oh, for our demon time?
Oh, but we're definitely having a going away party for when I leave. I'm going to say that now.
Demon time is everything.
That's mandatory.
It's not even like she's not even gonna be there.
Tease this bitch up.
She's not even gonna be there for her party. Like, Zoe's gonna be outside, like beating her down, dude. We're all gonna be inside just
Keeping her
drinking,
ass-
enjoying our lives.
This has been a joke for like the past, like, we should do something. This is what I'm gonna do. Hey guys, so obviously we need more Patreon members because as of right now we're still a particularly small podcast. So what I'm gonna do, I'm willing to give the next 20 people that subscribe to our Patreon. I'll put your name inside a drawing and the winner will get $100.
And my titties. Show you my titties.
All right, I'm gonna go.
What you putting on the table?
We're
Say
on
it.
the table of free subscription on OnlyFans, bro. JK.
I'm not.
Am I joking? No, I'm not.
I'm not.
I'm probably not joking.
But yeah, so $100 to one lucky winner. Remember, you got to be one of the first 20, and I'll keep updating y'all about how that goes on socials. And speaking of promotion, if you're listening to this on
Try again.
if you're listening to this on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, go ahead and give us a rating number 5 because that's the only way our channel can really grow. And also, like, just if it's on Apple Podcasts, leave us a little review.
Right.
Because that's how we better ourselves.
Tell us what's going on in your life so that we can better adapt to what you need to hear.
What she said.
It's always what I
Cute.
think. I'm like a princess in this bitch.
And on YouTube, obviously, subscribe to my YouTube channel, Poetic Justice, because that's where all the
Follow our socials, not
Yes.
just our individual ones.
Okay,
but
look,
we have-
we're gonna try something. We're gonna try something. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, okay, I see what you're doing. I was like,
Yeah. I'm gonna try to put like little animation bubbles right here, so like have everybody's social so it can look official.
Well, not
No,
just
we just
our
need to cover
individual
them.
ones, but y'all need to, y'all should definitely follow our podcast Twitter. We post clips, we post behind the scenes pictures, videos, updates.
Yeah, Zoe, when you was going crazy, I saw you on our.
I was bored. I was like, you know what? Let's go.
She updated the bio.
Everything.
I was like, all right, I gotta set my game up. I've been on Twitter consistently, tweeting wild shit, just to make people.
I seen it.
I don't have either of y'all on
When you
Twitter.
start a
I don't
podcast,
go on
you
Twitter like
instantly
that.
become a bigger asshole than you were before. Casual shit.
If I see you on the street, I'm slapping you beside the face with a McGriddle.
That was my favorite one.
I was door dashing that morning, and this bitch was giving me the hardest time. And I was like, I started door dashing, guys, because I can't make fucking bills because Steven Time fucked me over, bro.
It's alright, because I came prepared. Y'all see the way I'm dressed? I ain't dressed like this for fun. But anyways.
But yeah, that's fun.
Are the shoes staying on or are they coming off?
Oh, they come off. Baby, I fight barefoot.
What's the time on us, Isaac, so far?
Not enough.
I gotta focus on the camera because I know I go cross-eyed sometimes. Focus. 6 minutes? Okay, we can do it. But yeah, so I got a lot of bags for us to get in, and like this is like why I think this is going to be the pivotal episode for our podcast. And I say that because the topics that I have for us today are topics that like are near and dear to my heart.
Okay.
And like it really hinges on the foundation of relationships, and that's the whole reason I started our podcast, because I want to talk about relationships, help that struggling high school student that's listening to this, help him grow and help him navigate the complications and the
I didn't
difficult
know
matters.
you were calling me out on this podcast.
Not you.
Just
All
call me
right.
out in front of
So we're gonna cut it right here, and we will be right back, guys. All right, guys, and we are humbly back. Okay. So there was this video that popped up on my TikTok feed, and it was like this dude. He was doing like an on the street interview. Shorty, she was bad, but it doesn't matter. She's a bitch. And like, dude basically asked, how do you feel about your boyfriend liking other girls' Instagram pictures? And then she's like, that's fucking disgusting. Like why the fuck, whatever. Like, it's gross.
That's my song. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
And then there was another dude that he was interviewing, and the dude interjected. It was like, well, how can you say like how is it okay for girls to say like, oh, that you want Chris Brown and you want Drake and all this stuff? Is it only fair because these men are unattainable? And like girl just like went this like, oh, you need to shut up. You don't know what you're talking about. See, this is why I don't fuck with little boys. And then she stormed off.
Baby, that's why you don't got no man. It don't matter how pretty you are. If you got an ugly heart, then you're disgusting.
So we're going to get into like the possibilities of the women's mental feats later, but from a woman's perspective, if you saw your man liking other girls' pictures, how do you feel about it?
So me wanting to be the bigger person, one part of me wants to be like, you know what? At the end of the day, I'm confident in myself. I'm confident in my relationship, so I wouldn't trip. But being realistic, I mean, yes, it does bother me a little bit because I'm like, oh, I know this person. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of messes with my head a little bit when I'm scrolling through my Instagram feed and on every single post I see your username under like by and you're the first one. You know what I mean? So that definitely plays with the mind a little bit. But at the end of the day, you know where home is. So at the end of the day, as long as I know that he's coming back to me and that he has no eyes for anybody else, then that's all that matters. Because I'm mature enough to sit and talk about it. I'll straight up ask you, hey, you fucking that bitch? Hey, you like that bitch? What's going on? No, I just follow her on Instagram. All right, cool. That's all I did. Alright, cool.
What about you, Sadie? How you feel about it?
I for sure agree with that. Like, I don't know, like, if I can sit down with someone and like we're together and everything, and like we're just kind of looking at the same things, you know what I mean? Like we're just kind of like, oh yeah, no, they're fine and everything. Then like, you know, we can rock with that. But like, as long as I don't suss anything, like if I feel like you're gone all day and then you come back and like you just look different or you've been moving different, then like obviously there's a situation there. But like,
okay, yeah, I'm gonna piggyback on that. Like if I notice that you're liking all these Instagram pictures of all these other females, it's one thing if it's like a celebrity or like a popular person on Instagram. But if you liking all my friends' pictures, okay, I'm gonna be a little like, all right, wait a minute.
No, for sure.
But then it's like, if I notice that you start acting funny and the conversation gets a little bit more dry and you're coming home a little bit later, and you know what I mean? At that point, I'm like, all right, so who you fucking? Because it ain't me.
Yeah.
So who you fucking? It ain't me.
You didn't tell me you were working overtime today, so.
Or, you know, when they magically come home at 4 o'clock when their shift doesn't end until 6:30 and then they don't come home until 6 o'clock in the morning. But that's none of my business.
That's not.
It's none of my business.
It's not.
It's not. I just hope that bitch is working because she'll never be needed.
You're none of my business either at that point.
She'll never.
Yeah, I feel as though I'm a man, and like I'm not gonna say like I'm not gonna front like if I was with my girl, I'm obviously probably doing something on my phone. I'm not gonna lie, I have a bad habit of like on dates, I'll be like, which that's a story. That's a story. So worst case scenario of that happening, I'm gonna get back to the main meat and potatoes of the conversation. But like I just thought this was funny, and I wanted to share it with y'all. So during quarantine, I was fucking with this girl, and like she was like my little boutique, and like I wanted to start something, but like she goes to school in Maine, so yeah. Hi.
When you see this,
She's amazing. I love her. And she gets great sex too. Anyway.
She's gonna see this and message you.
she'll be like,
Yeah, hey, she's gonna be like,
boost.
I'm in Houston right now. What you trying to do?
She'd be like, oh, so I'm
What
good,
it do,
right?
baby
But
girl?
let me show you how good I can get. Wait.
Look what it do.
You ain't seen nothing yet.
Shit, I'm just getting started.
So like, and like we have freaking visits. Like she will come over to my house 3 or 4 times a week.
Right.
So like this time we tried to switch it up. She's like, hey, come over to my place. I'll cook, or we'll cook together. And I'm like, okay, great. Drove her to place. It was just me and her. We made some shrimp Alfredo. That's what it was. Shrimp Alfredo.
Been Alfredo.
That's the first time. That was the first time I ever cooked it.
Did you ever tell the podcast about what happened with your Alfredo that night?
Oh my God, going to hell. I am going to hell. What have you don't have a hand?
To give you guys context, we're outside right now. We just spotted something.
Anyway, so
I saw him reach
But no, did you tell the podcast about your pasta night?
no.
Okay, we're gonna talk about that after he's done.
Oh my God.
No, we gotta get back.
Okay, go
We're
ahead.
getting back on track, but I gotta
Go
tell
ahead.
another
I'm
story
sorry.
about
I
that
saw
too.
the number got
I
distracted.
mean, actually, no. You said it briefly on one of the episodes. I can't remember what episode.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
Alright.
Like you said, I saved this man's pasta, by the way.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah, I did mention that.
But yeah, so like she brought me over, and then we were kicking it. We were about to put on a movie. I think we were watching Too Hot to Handle on Netflix,
Oh, shit.
and then we were just kicking it. And like she just laid up on the couch, and she walked up to do something, and like me unconsciously thinking, because I don't think when I do things, took out my phone, started just like typing, and I went to Tinder or Bumble, one of the two, and I started swiping on instinct, just not really paying attention. She comes over, she was like, what the fuck? And I was like, it's not what you think it is. And so it's not you on Tinder right now. It is exactly what you think it is, but it's not like, it's not what you, baby girl!
Oh my god.
Damn, I didn't know I was that funny, okay.
Bruh.
But yeah, it was like, and then like she makes fun of me for it, and I was like, oh, like you scrolling on Tinder while you're supposed to be with me, and like she jokes about it. I know, her, but like
It's okay. Somebody that I was talking to a while ago accidentally called me fat once. Like I made a joke about myself, and he was like, "Damn, you right." I was like, "Oh, so you're calling me fat? Oh, so I'm fat." And I hold it against him to this day. He'll say something, and I'll be like, "Oh, but I'm fat, right?"
so that was the motherfucking shame with that, and like I think it's funny because
Did you got caught lacking?
yeah, I definitely got caught slipping, like, and it was unintentional because it was on instinct.
It's just happened, yeah.
It was on instinct, and I'm like, all right. But anyway, back to the main point of talking about the girl. Like, I'm a man. I know I'm ugly. Let's be honest.
Don't lie.
I know I'm ugly. I'm a solid 7. And like,
You think
It's not
seven's
ugly,
ugly?
though. You think seven's ugly?
Seven's like
Three
7
is like
right now, my appearance is a 7 because I got the fit, got the shoes, I got
damn,
my
all
hair.
those sevens.
I feel like-
damn, I thought I was pretty.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I think for you to be classified as good looking, you have to at least be a solid 8.5.
But a 7, I'll push you a good.
I feel
7
like
is average.
7 is average. Therefore, you're
I
like.
agree. I'm a solid 7.5 on a good day, but I know
you
I'm
up.
fine as
Like,
fuck.
oh, from if I'm drunk. Like, you're a 5. I probably fucked you. I was fucked up.
I for sure on a good day am a
I'm that person, like, my body is better looking than my face is. So,
100%,
I know, huh?
What?
What'd you say? I'm gonna be able to hear it when I watch this
bitch,
shit
Isaac.
back. But, no, it's like, I know that my body looks better than my face does, so I know that there's a lot of people who are like, yeah, I won't date you, but I fuck you good. Like, I've been told that before.
They'll say it. Tiger bitch.
Hey,
I've
it's
been
Mr.
told
Bag
that.
of Bitch.
Like, I've been told that a couple times, and I'm like, okay, you know, that kind of hurts my feelings a little bit because the bitch just want to be loved, but the bitch also want her back blown out. So, you know, it's okay. I like the healthy balance.
So, but yeah, I think. Where do y'all think that that insecurity from her stems from?
What do you mean?
Because like she obviously there's another issue going on with her. Like she went as far to call these 2 interviewers boys when they're grown ass men, and then she popped off. I have to show y'all. Actually, this is what I'll do. I'll put the video down here so y'all can see it with us, and that way y'all can see it as well. So we're gonna go a little tic tac real quick.
You're not gonna forget the video though, are you? Because there's been a couple of podcast videos where you forgot to place the video anywhere you should have, or at least the audio too.
I will get it right.
He's like, well, I'll put the video into the video, and then
it literally just skips to the next clip every time. It's so funny.
Oh, like you talking about the Patreon? Yeah.
No, not the Patreon. I'm talking about like the actual like on YouTube and everything.
All right, here we go. All ready?
Yeah.
Make sure you turn this up.
How do you feel about when your man likes girls on Instagram's pictures?
It's disrespectful. Like, it's really disrespectful.
Really?
That's
Oh,
weird.
wait, but I don't get how it's disrespectful when you like say you like Chris Brown and like Drake and all that. So how's that?
Yeah, no, but that's different. Like, that's really different. That has nothing to do
How's
with
it different? So basically, you're saying the only reason you're loyal is because you can't like attain those other men.
Ooh, respectful.
No, you're just insecure, and these other men are insecure, and that's why I don't mess with little boys. So you need to grow up and stop worrying about this other shit.
Bro, do you hear this shit?
How do you feel about?
Okay, I can tell you what it is right here.
Oh shit.
So, that is a woman who wants all of the control. You can only like my pictures. You can only comment under my pictures. And if I see you under anybody else's shit, then we're done.
Street picture ass is done.
I don't need your opinion. That's my shit. But no, that is a woman who is definitely social media fueled, who wants to show out for social media, and is somebody that, oh, if I start, or oh, if my partner is commenting under other people's pictures and other people's videos, or is liking all these other girls' pictures and videos, then it's gonna make our relationship look bad, and I'm not going for that. She is too self-entitled. She is too worried about herself, and it's not different at all. That would be like me commenting under somebody who lives 4 hours away's post. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it don't matter if they 4 hours away. If I ended up 4 hours away, guess who's going in my bed? You know what I mean? It don't matter. It's completely the same. It's double standards for sure.
See, when I watched the video, the conclusion that I came up with is that I think it might be because of me, how my brain is wired, but I think that stems from trauma for her. She probably had a dude who's probably Isaac certified fuckboy, and
What are you doing? Ew.
we need to get Isaac in his own camera.
Dead ass.
You need like an Isaac POV. Like there needs to be a camera there,
And it was just him messing with his stomach in the video.
But like no, like I think it stems from like she probably was in a relationship with the dude who's probably liking other bitches' pictures, and then next thing you know, dude fuck the shorty.
No, I'm sorry. She got too defensive.
Yeah, no, I feel
She
like
got way too defensive.
Yeah.
She obviously pulled that shit on somebody else, or she's just social media influenced. I'm sorry, but she got way too defensive way too quickly because nobody called her out. Nobody did. They were just saying normal shit, and she was getting angry about it. So it's like, yeah, I can see why you would think that's from past trauma or something like that, but that is definitely somebody who is too insecure.
yeah,
That is definitely on her.
that's definitely her.
Because
lane.
if I was at a point where, like, speaking from a different type of trauma and shit, like, if I got something that happened to me, if I had something happen to me, why would I put myself in that situation again? Why would I notice that activity, know that that's what I'm getting myself into, and then willingly walk into it? If you know that this man was liking these girls' pictures before y'all got together, why are you gonna act crazy when y'all get together and he's still liking them pictures? How does that make sense?
Crazy.
So yeah, I feel like she definitely has a problem. She ever sees this, hey, I'm single.
Oh my God, listen. You don't need that toxicity in your life. We're trying to get some toxicity out of your life right now.
And welcome back, guys. Welcome back. I had to say it again for the camera. But yeah, hey, that toxic sex though, crazy nigga, crazy nigga.
Okay, he got me there. He got me there. All right, I'm not gonna lie to you. I was just gonna be giving some good. I gave me that. But no, not for you. You don't need it. That smells pretty good. Yeah.
But yeah, agreed. Can't wait till Demon Time moves out. I have a whole segment about Demon Time. And today's the weekly drama of Demon Time. But maybe that's for Patreon.
Demon time is demon time.
But yeah, she did. It's been tough, very tough. I've been surviving though. I'm proud of myself.
I'm proud of you too. Should listen to us from John, but like.
Yeah. All right. So the next thing I have, what relationship advice would y'all give y'all younger selves?
Stop chasing love. Stop chasing.
More bitches.
Crazy.
So everybody count can hit the thousands.
That is the only thing that I would say. Because, whenever you're young and, like, you have a crush on somebody that you start devoting your time to that person, you start fueling that person,
Right.
you know what I mean? And you're sitting there and you're chasing that feeling, and then you get crushed afterwards. Especially after the breakup, because you're constantly chasing that feeling. And what I've learned from personal experience
So,
but to finish off what I was saying, I got distracted by his fat ass. The more that you chase love, the more that it runs from you. The more that you chase love, the more it runs.
that's a bar. That is a bar.
The more you
I'm a
search
pimp,
for it.
bitch. I ain't no chasing no hoes out here.
I ain't no chasing no hoes.
Sipping ain't pimping. But
Pimpin' is simple.
oh, you would.
Yeah, I would have just told myself to listen to the red flags. Actually pay attention to the red
Nah,
flags.
Seti, are you a pimp or are you a simp?
Now if
He's a simp.
You a simp.
if I'm with someone, if I really do care for someone, then yes, I am a simp.
I'm gonna get into that on the Patreon as well.
Otherwise, no, for sure I'm a pimp. Like I don't. There's only.
Make
How
that lie.
is that a lie? There's only.
Hold on, me and Isaac talked about this. We're going to get into that on the Patreon.
Okay, so look, the only reason why Isaac's saying that is because I've talked about a couple of times where I've liked girls, but I don't really think highly of them unless I really.
Whoa! You disrespect women?
They disrespect me.
Whoa!
They disrespect me.
He said he is canceled.
You said he ain't
They
more
disrespect
disrespect
me. No, it's not even. I don't mean like that. Women
work
are
harder to find the title
women-
of the episodes.
women are beautiful. Don't get me wrong, but
Not all of them.
treat
Bitches ain't shit.
bitches ain't shit. Treat us
Oh,
right,
that's right.
damn
You
it.
said-
Treat
you
us
said
right.
So what about Lillian?
Lillian? Okay, now Lillian, I'm a simp for. Lillian, I'm a simp for. Otherwise, women, get y'all act together.
Does she still watch
Get
your
y'all act together.
podcast?
I'm pretty sure she does. I feel like she does. I'll talk to her about it later.
Okay, women excluding Zoe. Zoe got her
Yeah,
shit
no,
together.
Zoe has her shit together.
Women be like me.
Imagine being mature at 18. Crazy.
Ooh, imagine being mature before 18.
Imagine being mature, because y'all weren't that.
So I'm gonna
Imagine, just imagine.
So the advice I would give my younger self, I thought about this recently because with all the stuff with Demon Time, I've had to reevaluate the way I think about relationships and stuff.
Right.
So this is what I would tell them. Hey, look, bro. I know you're hurt, and I know having a girlfriend makes you think you're desirable as a healthy young man, but that is an illusion.
Yes.
No amount of girls or money is ever going to make you feel worthful, and you will never be happy.
Right.
Chase after the things that you want. Focus on yourself. Don't even think about letting another girl into your life. And one day, when you're at your maximum potential, a girl will find you, and she'll be happy because you chose her.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Now, to interject, and that made me think of an Instagram caption, God, girls, and good sex. I don't know why, but I had used that as an Instagram caption, and that's what the God, girls, and good sex. But anyway, so speaking of God and girls, I went to church yesterday. I spoke in my church, and we were covering the topic of friendships and relationships.
Okay.
And in my church, we talk about a lot of things. We don't just talk about the Word and God and all of that. We talk about real world topics, which is very beneficial for all of the young kids because they're getting these real world topics,
Issues.
and they're not. My church is not one of those brainwashing churches that teaches religion strictly by the book. It is not, and that's why I wanted to share this. So, my pastor said something, and he said, whenever you're a kid, the person that you are and the people that you look for are the people that your parents shape you to be, right? For the rest of your life, your friends, your community, and your relationships shape you out to who you want to be. So if you're dating this bad bitch, she looks good, she is a great personality, she is a wonderful person, she's striving for success.
So we're dating Zoe, is what you're telling
Well,
me.
duh. But if you're with this girl who's got morals, has that ethic mindset, like she knows what she wants, she's working for it, that's gonna spark something in you to do just that. You will become the better version of yourself with or without her because you have just seen that inspiration to do, be, and see what you want to be. But if you're with somebody who's got no goals, who's got no morals, who's got no respect for themselves or anybody around them, who pities themselves, plays the victim, stuff like that.
You know who
then-
I'm thinking about right now.
Huh?
I said, you know who I'm thinking about right now.
Uh-huh. But if you're with somebody like that, then you've just ruined your mentality. And I feel like that's why a lot of women have the dudes ain't shit mentality. Because they get with all of these dudes who have...
They been fucking with ain't shit niggas.
Exactly. Well, I can't say that, but thank you for saying it for me. But it's like they're with these people who have no drive, who have no self-respect, who have no respect for others. And because of that, their entire mentality has gone to shit, and now they're chasing after the wrong people. They have built their foundation in quicksand. Without any foundation, you cannot build from it. And if your structure is built on quicksand, what are you going to do? You're going to fall apart.
What do y'all do during a breakup?
What?
Like, what are some actions that you take during your breakup to help you start to help you embark on the process of healing?
Do you want my honest answer?
Yeah.
I feel that shit. That is the only way that you can get over emotions. You have to feel that shit. And now, I know a lot of people who will get broken up with and they want to go and they want to party. They want to go and they want to go out. They want to, you know what I mean? Like, they want to go out. They want to distract themselves. They want to surround themselves with all of these people who make them feel good. and then they come home and they're stuck in that same place that they got hurt in. You know what I mean? I don't know. Genuinely speaking, whenever I get broken, I know you never mind. But whenever I get broken up with, I genuinely spend a lot of time alone. I don't talk to people. I sit.
See, I think for me, it's kind of the opposite. When I get broken up with, I need to be around my boys because 8 times out of 10, when I'm in a relationship with said person, I'm most of the time spending all my time with those, and all my time with her, and I'm ignoring my niggas.
Right.
So when I break up, what's the first thing you do? Call back to the niggas. Now, don't get me wrong. They will give you shit for flaking on them because you abandoned them for a girl.
Which I don't agree with. I'm just gonna.
But your homies are 10 toes down. So they will take you back so they can rebuild you from the rubble into a better, stronger nigga. And like a phoenix, you rise from the ashes on a healthy diet of fuck that bitch. She wasn't even that bad
Healthy
anyway.
diet of fuck that. Can we make that a quote?
That's gonna be the name of this one.
A
healthy diet of fuck that bitch.
I've been having that on I wrote that down. Now, like, I had to feel it. Hold up, we gotta. I was
Go ahead.
I was acting that out in the mirror just so I could bring it out today.
I don't know. Like, I agree with what you're saying. I completely agree. You want to surround yourself with people who you know care about you and who know what you're going through, what you feel. Because, like, whenever you were talking to me, I'm not gonna air your shit out, but whenever you came to me and we were talking about it, I was like, I can't tell you how to feel. I can't tell you that I know how you feel because I don't. Because my perception of a breakup, my perception of love is completely different than yours. That one hit a little different, didn't it? That one hit a little different.
Yeah.
And so, I feel like the reason that I stay alone for a couple days, maybe a week at most, is because I gotta feel that shit. And if I'm surrounding myself with people, then I'm automatically in a better mood because I'm like, okay, y'all are trying to cheer me up, so I feel good, blah, 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 blase, blase. But if I'm alone, I have to sit and think about that shit. Like, did I do everything I could to love them? Was I the best version of myself? Did I own up to my faults? Was I appreciative? Was I thankful? Was I forgiving?
Those
And
are
I
good
questioned.
questions to ask.
And a lot of people forget that. A lot of people are like, oh, well, shit got tough and we started arguing all the time and then we broke up. Okay, why are we all arguing all the time? Did you forgive him for those arguments? Did you listen to her pain during those arguments? Because there was, I'm gonna just shift it for a little bit. There was one time I had a face-to-face conversation with somebody. It was after we had broken up. We had been separated for quite a long time. It was a very, very, very shit. But damn, my shit started bumping too.
Okay. Jeez.
That's what you get for being tall.
But anyways.
Tall and sexy's here now.
Oh, he taking your seat on the podcast.
But yeah, so I had been separated.
What are you doing?
All right.
Hey, y'all should have a basketball game. Isaac versus Cedric for the seat on the
I'm
podcast.
taking L's if that's the case.
Isaac,
I feel like Isaac should just come and join us on the. There's like I don't know. I feel like when we get our setup together, we should just have like the camera in a certain position. Isaac's gonna be on the computer and just like.
Or there's another thought. We get more Patreon members and we can afford to buy Isaac his own camera.
Facts.
Yeah, Isaac is on
What
camera.
are you doing?
I feel like he did.
Is that how you
Like the
fuck-
random shit right now. Like, can I like? We need to just be able to flip the camera on Isaac sometimes. Like I feel like.
No, I got one last little thing I want to say about that topic that we were just talking about though.
Okay.
So like I said, broke up with that person. We've been separated for about a year and a half. And I didn't talk to that person at all within that year and a half. We completely, but that was such a mentally abusive relationship. He was one of those people who like, oh, if I'm so bad, why'd you stay with me? Oh, if I'm so bad, why are you still here? Oh, but if you leave me, then I'm gonna do this and this and this. You You know what I mean? Sit and preach about how much he loves me, and then turn around and tell me how, like, I have a screenshot. Oh my gosh, I like every once in a while it'll pop up like in my memories, and I sit there and I'm like, I really put up with that. He said, and I quote, "I can't fucking stand you, and my life would be 10 times fucking better if you just didn't exist anymore. But my heart is stuck on you, and I can't fight that." That's what he told me.
That's some toxic
And
ass.
I apologized.
That is some toxic ass
You
shit.
apologize?
I apologized.
Actually, no, I can't even judge you for that. And here's why. Because I've apologized for a ton of shit that.
Okay, hold up.
Okay.
Say anything. Okay.
No, he gave it.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, no. Like, shoot. What was I about to say?
Okay, I'm gonna just
Yeah,
keep
you
going
go
on my
ahead,
argument.
and I'll come back whenever it comes to my mind.
So, like I said, met up with him, and I was actually, we talked about this not too long ago. I think it's the 9th episode, where I had a dream every single day for like a week straight. It was the same dream.
Oh yeah, you asked for yeah.
Yeah. So I was dreaming about this, and I couldn't stop thinking about it. I was like, okay, he's gonna show up at my work. I'm convinced he's like, I'm gonna run into him somewhere. He's gonna like show up at my house, or we're gonna like I'm gonna be at Walmart and I'm gonna see him. He showed up at my work. Showed up at my job. Gave me his phone number. Was like, you don't have to, but we should catch up sometime. Boom. Gave me his phone number. Took me a couple days to actually reach out and talk, because I'm like, wow, it's been almost 2 years. I'm grown, I'm healed, I'm who I want to be. And told him, I was like, okay, I work tonight, but I know that you're out and about. So whenever I get off, I want to talk. We don't have to go anywhere. We can deadass sit in my car, but we need to talk. He's like, why? I was like, I need to ask you questions. Okay, cool. So it's like 11 o'clock at night. I was working at Chick-fil-A, so I got out of there about like 10:45. We closed at 10. So we're sitting in my car, and I was like, was I forgiving? Did I forgive you? And he was like, well, you made it seem like everything was okay. And I was like, but did I forgive you? Did I genuinely make you feel like what you were doing was okay? He was like, yeah, you did. I was like, okay. Did I appreciate what you did? Like, did you feel like I was genuinely appreciative of the time that you spent with me and the money that you spent on me and all the things that we did? And he was like, yeah. I said, then why were you like that to me? What did I do to deserve you treating me like that? And long story short, I basically told him that the woman that I am is not who I was trying to be, but the woman that I am trying to become is somebody that I am still piecing together. And I know a lot of people can relate to that, because you know, you are who you are and you can't really help it, but you have an image of what you want to be, who you want to be, how you want to be, and you piece that person together as you go through life. And that's just something I think about with breakups, because I'm like, you know, I deserve closure, and so I sit and I question myself, and I'm like, okay, was I the best version of myself for them? Because if not, then I can understand why shit went left and you left. You know what I mean? I can understand that. But if I'm sitting there and I'm like, no, I genuinely gave 110% all the time. I was who you fell for. I didn't switch up. I didn't start acting funny, and you did. That's all the closure I need.
Yeah, no, I definitely dealt with that. It was a lot of me just doing a lot, doing too much, like spending money, making sure like she's healthy and she's okay, always trying to spend time with her. And it became toxic whenever like she would go out with her friends and stuff, and like she'd already made plans for me, you know. But no, she like already like she would make plans. I was like, we're supposed to. But anyway, no.
That was a cute picture. Sorry. Go ahead.
But no, like we would like make plans and stuff. Like one day, and like that day would come, we'd like try to hang out and everything. Try to hang out. She'd be ending up like hanging out with her other friends or stuff, or I find out she's at like a dude's house or something. So that's where it like really fucked me over a lot, because like I'm over here trying to care for somebody who low-key is starting to get to where they don't give a fuck about me. And if I went to talk to them about it, it would become an argument. It would always be my fault for everything. She would get defensive for no reason. I'm asking her about stuff that makes sense, and she would bring some bullshit-ass lie in.
If I hit you with a fact and you get defensive and you start talking about other shit, you're wrong.
Yeah, no, for sure.
End of discussion.
Okay, all right. I have to jump in. On that one. So, me and Demon Time had a conversation.
I know what he's talking about. I know it.
asked her, I was like, hey, it was something along the lines of like, oh, like I don't forgive you. I know you cheated on me. And she's like, how do you know that I cheated? And I was like, so if I drop somebody's name, you're not gonna know who they are? She was like, no. I was like, okay. How about you keep fucking with fucking Polo? Who the fuck is Polo?
Right.
And then she was like, oh, that's just a friend I used to smoke with. Oh, so he didn't say nothing about liking your titties?
Crazy.
And she,
Oh, I know exactly. You showed us the shit, dude. Oh my god. I know exactly what he's talking about. Bro, it took me a minute to process that, bro. My
Oh
fucking
no, as soon as
god,
he said
bro.
conversation, I was like, I know it.
I forgot, bro. He literally spent like the moment like we got sus about this bitch. I remember him like always like going in and like just finessing all of the info like out of her shit without her knowing. Funniest fucking shit, dude. Like you have all the proof like right there in your phone. I don't know why you had to ask her questions. All you had to do
no,
was be
because
like,
I wanted to.
You want to hear her say it.
Yeah, I want to hear her say it. Thank you. And like the fact that she sat in my face.
And
Lied.
lied. Like a bold face lie.
Like I was like, damn. And let's see, this is why y'all want me to tell you the exact moment that I knew our relationship was over.
Huh.
The night after I came home, after I told you we were walking the dogs and stuff, I asked her, and I already knew the answer. But we're playing chess, not checkers. So I was like, hey, we good? She's like, yeah, everything's fine. That broke my soul, because I just read this bitch journal, and she said I lost feelings for him.
Yep.
oh yeah, dude, nah.
And I was like, oh, word? All right, y'all gotta catch up. Y'all gotta catch up on the full story on our Patreon, episode number 5.
Dude hit up the boys instantly. We were in his apartment deep, just hanging out, bro. We're not gonna mention every time she's talked shit about you behind your back, literally in the same room as you. This dude will literally be sitting over here, like in the kitchen, or like looking at us, like from the counter, and we're like looking out into like the living room and stuff. And she'll be sitting on the couch and everything, and like we're just having a conversation, and I'm like making fun of him for something, you know, just something light, you know, like something we can all laugh about. And this bitch is in the background all the time, like, I know, like, yeah, you're fucking right, like, keep it going, and then like making like all these like ugly ass faces and shit, just talking shit about him, and I'm just trying to make a joke. Yeah.
Baby, speak with your chest. Speak with your chest. If you feel that strongly about me, that if one of my homeboys making a joke about me and they sitting there talking shit, we kikiing as a group, and you sitting back there full-heartedly agreeing, taking that shit like church, like, if you agree with it that strongly, you better say that shit to my face. You better say that shit out loud. Be like, damn right. Oh, word? That's how you feel?
I like how she hit the word.
Oh, word?
Bro, you're rubbing off on her.
What's she rubbing off on me?
That's a mild.
Oh yeah.
Oh, word? that's your.
No, like.
I would have been straight up, a word?
Oh, word? I'm fucking
Nah.
dead, dude.
I say not for real. That's my thing. That's the only difference. I be like, not for real. That's how you feel.
I'm fucking dead.
Bitches that lie to my face, man, I can't tell you how much that fucking bothers me. And I know that you're lying to my face. I know that you're doing it. If I come to you with some facts, if I come to you and if I want to talk to you about it, just so I can hear the truth from you, and you don't want to tell me the truth and you want to keep bullshitting me to my face and I know what's going on, yeah, you can take that L. To give some context, basically, you know, once again, my ex-bitch cheated on me. Literally all the time, was just straight cheating on me. And then, like, we broke up for a little bit, and, like, she ended up with, like, one of my best friends, right? She pretends to lose her memory, and then she wants to tell me then that she basically, like, fucked this guy and that she really had feelings for him. And I'm like, so you mean to tell me that the year that we were together, the year and a half we were together, that was all bullshit. And I got no closure out of it either. No closure. She thought it was a great idea to like not break up with me. But like literally just leave and then send pictures of this other dude or whatever she's been fucking when she went to college. I bought all your fucking clothes, all your underwear. I even gave you some of my own. I saw this bitch in the mall like 2-3 weeks ago, right before my birthday, and she's wearing my clothes still to this day, like as if she doesn't have any other job, any other clothes that she can get right now. She's probably still wearing the underwear I got her too for these other niggas that she's been fucking with.
Oh, I gotta kill the time if I saw her wearing the sundress I bought her, that Adidas sundress. I gotta kill her. There is no.
R.I.P. that.
R.I.P. that.
No. All I'm gonna say is I'm not gonna say anything, but there's somebody that I was with for quite a while,
Yeah.
and like I said, I talk about that shit all the time. If I am with you, I'ma spoil the fuck out of you.
Hell yeah, that's straight
You
up.
gonna get clothes, shoes, you gonna stay fed. If you need a place to stay, I got you. You need somebody to be with you at 3 o'clock in the morning, I will walk my ass there. Like, I'm just that bitch. So I told this person, and we would always make jokes about it. Oh, if we ever broke up, then I want all my shit back, blah, blah, blah. If we ever break up, I'm gonna ruin your shit. We always joked around like that, right? So we broke up, and I texted him, I'm like, hey, I want my shit back. But we broke up on good terms.
Okay.
So I texted him that shit as a joke because we had always joked about that shit. You ain't getting your shit back, bitch. And then I watched his story, and he was with another female. No, you don't know this one. So I watched their story, and he had their location on there. So I was like, okay, you're in the hoodie that I bought you and the shoes that I bought you. But I know that you keep spare shoes in your car, so I'm gonna pull up. So I pulled up, and I know the female. Me and the female are actually good friends. I pull up, I give her a hug. I'm like, hey bitch, how are you? How are you? You know, giving her love. And then I'm like, take my shit off. He's like, what? What are you? I said, nah, take my shit off. Because you wanted to be disrespectful about it. I was going to let you keep it until you called me a bitch. Because you're not going to speak sideways out your neck to me.
Hey, that's very interesting. This is like why you're saying that a whole movie played inside my head. I think we need to hire an animator.
No, for sure.
If we can hire an animator and like y'all tell me y'all stories and I'll write them out in script format.
As we're telling the stories, we got a little animation going. Fuck yeah.
That'd be
That
sick.
shit would be live.
That would be.
That shit would be so live.
Hey guys, if y'all want us to afford an animator, y'all know what y'all need to do. Go hit that Patreon. Actually, what time are we at right now, Isaac?
13 minutes.
Actually, this is what we're gonna do.
We're
We're
at
gonna-
140.
Rick.
It's 140 right now.
Damn.
Which means we got like another 15 minutes.
15 minutes?
50.
Oh. Alright, so, yeah.
Before we all gotta go and everything.
So, I guess we gotta wrap it up right here then, huh? So we can have enough time for the Patreon. Make the Patreon about 30 minutes. We have an extra 20 minutes the breakdown and yeah.
Go break that bitch down, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm so dead ass. I'm gonna say, I
Yeah,
have
I'm
to say
gonna
something.
grab a drink and we're gonna sit there and we're gonna sit on the couch. We're
Here
gonna
you
watch
go.
it like a movie, bro. We're gonna watch
Here
it
you
like a
go.
movie.
So, right now we're gonna clip into our Patreon. Yeah, guys, it's been another fantastic episode. We got into it bad today. This has been another episode of the Entangled Thots. I'm one of your hosts, Poetic Justice.
I'm Zoe.
City love.
And we out this bitch.
Deuces, y'all.
Riding around town in that brand new Lexus. My chick better than that chick named Alexis. Exes, you're done with all my exes.
Oh my god.
Damn, I didn't know I was that funny. Okay. But yeah, it was like, and then like she makes fun of me for it, and I was like, oh, like you scrolling on Tinder while you're supposed to be with me, and like she jokes about it. I know, but like
It's okay. Somebody that I was talking to a while ago accidentally called me fat once. Like, I made a joke about myself, and he was like, damn, you're right. I was like, oh, so you're calling me fat. Oh, so I'm fat. And I hold it against him to this day. He'll say something, and I'll be like, oh, but I'm fat, right? Oh, but I'm fat, right? I love doing that shit. I love holding shit against people.
So-
Don't lie. Love that shit.
But yeah, so that was the motherfucking strain with that, and like I think it's funny because
You got caught lacking?
yeah, I definitely got caught slipping, like, and it was unintentional because it was on
It's
instinct.
just habit, yeah.
It was on instinct. And I'm like, all right. But anyway, back to the main point of talking about the girl. Like, I'm a man. I know I'm ugly. Let's be honest.
Don't lie.
I know I'm ugly.